hope y'all are ready for some House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 1, which is very aptly called A Son for a Son. As we obviously know, our dear sweet Luke was murdered. It's gotta be time for bloodshed, right? It's gotta be time for war. I'm so excited to just get straight into it. Before we get started, if you are so interested, I do have a Patreon where you can watch all the full-length, unedited, uncut versions of everything that we watch on the channel, movies and TV shows. Huge shout out and endless love to all of my patrons. Let's get into it.
Thank you for being a friend.
Ooh, new intro! Oh, it's like an embroidery map. That's so cool.
Duty is sacrifice. It eclipses all things, even blood.
That Winterfell.
We have stood as guardians against the cold and the dark. 1 in 10 men from our household was to be chosen to fortify the watch. It's not a sentence, but an honour. Duty embraced by all who serve the North. Winter is coming.
What are we doing here?
The realm will soon tear itself apart. Men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys.
Darks do not forget their oaths.
Whilst your men guard against wildlings and weather, the High Towers plan to usurp the throne.
Whoa, 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 that's Jace? Alright, time. Sorry, I didn't realize that was him. Whoops.
Do you think my ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snow and savages?
Right.
What does it keep out?
Some shit you never want to see.
I have thousands of greybeards who have already seen too many winters.
If your greybeards can fight, the Queen will have them.
They will fight hard, like Northerners.
It's super exciting to have House Stark on our side, isn't it? What? His brother. That's so cool!
Take your mount again. We're flying out.
I alone patrol over 100 miles of open sea.
She's such a bad bitch.
With my dragon and yours together, we can kill Vhagar and her rider.
Was this the Queen's command?
The Queen remains absent.
I don't want to fuck around with Vhagar again.
It was a raven that brought me news of Laena's death. I existed for weeks in torment, refusing to believe what I'd been told. It was only when I saw my daughter's mortal remains that I could begin to mourn her. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. The Queen was wise to recuse herself. She has not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
And thank God.
Aegon's line would be extinguished, and Luke would be alive.
I get what you're saying, but that's still the vengeful side talking. I don't love it for her, but I love that Rhaenyra's life is in many, many ways starting to mirror Rhaenys's life, because they started off on not good footing, obviously, but now she knows so many of the things that Rhaenyra has gone through and is currently going through. Damn, girl. I love you, but
The smithy delivered this earlier.
Laenor's sword. Is that possible?
I had this commissioned for Prince Lucerys.
Oh.
They tell me that you're the one that dragged my body out of the sea.
It was only my duty.
I am indebted to you,
Oh.
Alan.
Alan? Did he say Alan? Y'all weird me out when you use regular names in this show. I can't take it. Jason Lannister. Alan. Oh. I'm still in a fighting spirit. Like, get away from me, you know?
Dragon! Arm the scorpion!
Surely it's not Daemon.
Scorpion ready! Hold! Stand down!
God, Vhagar is so cool. Look at the holes in his wings. That's so fucking cool. I just don't want to see any more dragon death. And early on in the first season, one of you reminded me that, like, we know what happens. The dragons die. And it was like, oh no. Of course that's true. I just don't want to watch it.
I'm afraid.
They'd be fools to come with Vhagar protecting the city.
Not the dragons, the rats.
Oh, that's right. There was a weird amount of rats in the keep. And Sister Girl's like clairvoyant, so we should listen to her. Do you think they'll start some sort of plague or something?
We cannot. Again.
Sure.
If you wouldn't mind.
Sure. It's gotta be weird knowing that Kristen was in love with Rhaenyra. Like, fully, he wanted to run away with her. And then you made him your guard. And now y'all having, I guess not really an affair because Viserys is dead, but breaking the oath again, that's for sure. I think poor Alicent is doomed to forever be a shadow to Rhaenyra.
Stormlands should be ours after Prince Aemon's marriage pact to the...
My letters to Rhaenyra, has there been any answer?
None, Your Grace.
Perhaps your grace might lend his voice to our outreach.
Enough! Release it at once.
Oh, this is a fucking mess.
Is the throne bothering you, Tyland?
No, not in the least, Your Grace.
Because I think he wants a ride.
Oh my god, I just though.
Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
No, see, I kind of started to pity him towards the end of last season because, like, he's clearly being thrust into a position that he doesn't want, but he's still a little jackass twat. Like, I don't think that boy has a bone of human empathy in him.
Off you go, J. Harris.
Goodbye.
Where were we?
Not being king.
We could offer the title to the young Lord Dalton Greyjoy.
Aemond,
The king summoned me.
you do not have a seat at this.
Aemond is my closest blood and our best sword. I welcome him.
Path to King's Landing is through the Riverlands.
The River Lords will either declare for me, or they will meet Rhaegar in some fire together.
Cute, we've taught him well. You bend the knee to us or we kill you. And you taught him that. That's how he's sitting in that very seat.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death. We must now favor patience and restraint. History and precedent will come to your side.
This little brat, he never wanted it. He doesn't care about it. He has no reason to care about, like, actually making smart political moves.
I have completed questioning the whole of the castle staff. I am satisfied I have exposed all who betrayed our trust.
And what of them?
Her, like, maid hand.
I've chosen your new staff personally.
See, I don't like that the people closest to her will also be talking to him. And I love Larys, don't get me wrong, but, like, she can't trust anybody if they all come from him.
Just leave me.
Girl, don't rub your skin raw, jeez Louise. I think that look was oh shit, I'm trapped. It's funny, you know, like, this whole fight for power has really devolved into her having less and less and less. Whoa! Good God. Was that Rhaenyra? Girl, what are you doing, honey? Oh. Looking for her son. She's just been out there day in, day out waiting for her son to roll up to the shore. Oh no. This is good though. She needs it. She needs to have this. Honey baby girl, take this moment, take it, have it, and then let's fuck some shit up.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm.
This whole group just pisses me off.
Let's have the first petition, my good Lord Han.
Oh, this is gonna go piss poor.
'Tis my flock, a tenth of them taken by the crown.
I shall make your flock of sheep whole.
We already made a promise to wall the Crownlands and that a tithing of livestock would be necessary to sustain the dragons for their increased activity and pray not eventual fighting.
Perhaps we could just return his sheep. He came all this way.
Oh, that's so cute. There's just little glimpses where I'm like, oh.
I have decided that I cannot restore your sheep.
The Smiths are all proud to support your grace against Rhaenyra.
But iron costs have grown. If we could but have the crown's coin before we started work.
I mean, fair enough.
You shall be paid. My army cannot win a war without your weapons.
Oh my god, Aegon really can't make any decisions for himself.
Depends on the efforts of the small folk.
You have my most sincere gratitude, your grace.
Oh, well, he got that one, I guess. Oh, it's just messy to see. It's so all over the place.
Tis the hand's want to keep a firm grip on things. You controlled your father the same way.
Oh shit, putting seeds of doubt about Otto in his head, huh? I love that, because Otto, you know?
I would think you would wish to be viewed differently.
How?
Otto Hightower was your father's and your grace.
I'm signed up for the downfall of Otto.
I find myself wondering, do we pursue the same end? An ally would not repeatedly cut my legs from beneath me at that table of men.
Exactly what I'm saying. She's got no power. Otto at the table, Aegon, who's essentially uncontrollable, and now all of her, like, handmaidens and stuff come from Larys. She's trapped in a spider's web, you know?
But if you undermine my voice, both those boys will grow deaf to it.
Don't worry, Larys is out there doing his little gimmicks, I think in your favor, or at least in his.
We only need to mind Aegon until the novelty of rule is spent. Once he tires of it, you and I can steer our course to victory.
You must accept that the path to victory now is one of violence.
But that does not mean it must be wanton.
No.
He does not agree with that. I appreciate Alicent for not wanting war. And this whole time she's been fighting like, no, we can't just kill them. But everything else she does is like, girl, what are you thinking? Forcing the throne out of Rhaenyra's hands for her own son. Granted, she believes that Viserys said so at the end, so there is that. And it's like, you locked people in their rooms and forced them into accepting Aegon as their king. I don't know what you thought would happen next. Uh-oh.
You.
still alive.
The White Worm.
Did you think I would wither in your absence?
How long have you been selling secrets to Otto Hightower?
As long as you had gold to pay for that.
Girl, why did you
You put Aegon on the throne.
Simply spit the business along.
Business that ended with the theft of the Queen's throne.
You only blame me because your true enemies are out of reach.
That's so true. Like, girl just said where he was. The rest of it would have happened. Either way.
Have her moved to the cells. She is to be treated as a traitor to the crown.
She was no agent of the Hightowers.
What is it to you?
A matter of honor.
Was it honor that made you stand by and watch as the Hightowers usurp the throne?
Baby, was he supposed to fight them all on his own? He came over and pledged his loyalty. Girl, what are we gonna do now?
Did you find what you needed?
Okay. Immediately love. Oh, I can't help but just be obsessed with them.
I want Aemond Targaryen.
Girl. No, see, now the vengeance part's taken over. This is not, no, girl. I get it. I really, really do. I don't want to lose sight of how smart we've been, how strategic we've been.
You surely accumulated spies within the Red Keep. Your knowledge in exchange for your freedom.
Your Grace, Lady Jane Arryn has pledged her support.
Please be sweet to your poor son.
Lord Cragen Stark has promised 2,000 men.
Oh, sad. He's like, Mommy, I did it. But also my brother's dead. Oh. Do you think he'll blame himself? Like, if he had gone where Luke had gone, like maybe things would have ended up differently? Oh, this is where Alicent took Rhaenyra when they were little, right? Oh shit, yeah, now one of the sisters is, I guess widow's not the right word, but she was set to be married to Luke.
Sarah's Targaryen.
Will she do one for Luke? That would be very sweet.
Sarah's Valorian.
That was nice. That was nice. Points to Alicent during this episode, honestly. This episode feels odd. It's very Rhaenyra and Alicent kind of flipping roles a little bit. When Alicent went full berserk and was like, I'm taking your son's eye because he took my son's eye, and it was like, slow down, bitch. And now Rhaenyra's like, we have to get Aemond's. No. What are we doing, Daemon?
A tribute. I'm told you bear a mislike for the Hightowers.
Oh, I guess he was their commander for a while, too. It just makes sense that Daemon has his own, like, inns in the underbelly of King's Landing, right?
The White Worm said you're one of Aegon's rat catchers. How deep your debts? I was also given to understand that you possess a unique knowledge of the Red Keep.
Michael's tunnels.
The rat tunnels. Just like the sister said at the beginning, it might not be like literal rats that are the problem. People rats.
You're to find and slay the Prince Aemond Targaryen. He has silver hair and one eye. Should be easy enough to find.
You're gonna give this task to... Oh, this is a bad idea. There's no way this guy's gonna kill Aemond.
How do we get upstairs?
The royals live up there.
If we're to kill a royal fucking prince, where do you think we're gonna find him?
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're already falling apart.
Show me.
Don't fucking piss me off like that. I don't care what happens next, but this man better die. That's what I know.
We need to keep looking.
I told you, I'm not supposed to be up here.
No head. No gold. I'll search the next room.
Oh, so they'll look like they're literal rat. Ah.
For the rats.
It's a great disguise. Don't set it on fire.
Stay still.
No. We're not here for this. We're not here for this.
A son for a son, he said. Or does she look like a fucking son to you?
This messy little pair, my God.
They both look the same. Which one's a boy?
What do you mean? Oh my God, idiots.
Which?
I have a necklace.
Not a Sophie's Choice moment.
That's not a son.
Oh my God. I don't have words. This is crazy. She really just Sophie's choiced it.
She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
No. She's telling true.
Hold him down.
Yo, just check. They really are doing it. Oh my fucking god. They're really cutting that. They just sawed that little baby's head off. And we are here for Aemond, are we not? Daemon said he's got an eye patch. Oh, Jesus.
What's happened? They killed the boy.
I mean, she was right about the rats, huh? She was right about the rats. I don't know how to process any of that information. What an absolute fuckery of a mess. Like, what did I miss? Something, I feel like, because we were sent in after Aemond. Rhaenyra wanted Aemond. Daemon said he's got an eye patch. And they cut off the head of Aegon's son, small child. Which means we are no better than Alicent at this point, right? Like, this is a pretty even fucking playing field now. I'm just kind of in a state of shock. Why would Daemon trust some fucking nobodies to do something so important? Like, sneaking in and killing Aemond is a wild thing to want to do and also to pull off. So to go find some random guy and be like, hey, can you do this really, really super duper important thing for me? Here's money. I trust you. Mess. This is a mess and I'm obsessed with it. Don't get me wrong.